Okay. So Noelia sort of looks over to Chandelier and then turns to the other two, and she's, "No, there wasn't a fight. The Chandelier looks like its chains rusted and it just fell of its own
Oh, I
accord."
see. Huh.
Makes sense. Old
Dennis.
building.
Alright.
Okay, so do we go in, look around, see what we find?
Akira points out, well, that is what we came here for.
Yeah, but where do we go?
Follow
What does
me.
the house look like?
Well,
Okay,
that-
I follow.
Alright, so Akira starts sort of hopping along, in traditional crow fashion, through the halls of the house. The house, it looks like it was nice once upon a time, but, it's really dusty. A lot of the stuff is sort of disheveled and in ill repair. There's, like, mildew and mold growing in some places and stuff.
Are there old paintings?
There are old paintings.
Panmore is going to marvel at the old paintings. Whoa.
Alright, what is it? Alright, so let me see here. Let's see here. What is everyone's passive perception?
12?
Well,
We all
16.
have 12? Ah, okay.
Alright, so basically, so who was it who said 16?
Vashton.
Alright, so Vashton, looks like you're the only one who notices this, but you hear what sounds like very subtly creaking floorboards over your head.
There are people above us.
Panmore looks up. Where?
So naive! I love it!
So great, I love it. It's great. Oh, Paramore's the Dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Noelia just sort of gives him this, like, since they've been traveling together for a while, she's sort of grown a little accustomed to his antics, but she's not entirely okay with him being so, like, unintelligent, since she herself is. So she, like, gives him as he's, like, looking straight up, and he's got this long snout, and he's like a little dragonborn, and she just, like, not directly above us, as in on the ceiling, but above it, on the second floor.
Oh, right. How do you know?
And
Well,
Nalalia
somebody
rolls her eyes, and Nalalia rolls her eyes, and then she just sort of looks to the dwarf.
Somebody is walking upstairs. That's how we know they are there. Our friend Vostin heard something there. So I guess
Oh.
we should go check it out. And there are stairs leading up, I guess.
You find some stairs, yeah, after a little while of looking around through the halls.
In
I-
looking around through the halls on the first floor, is there a library or like a study?
Not as such. Nakara points out to you as you're approaching the staircase. Don't worry, this library's on the second floor. Well, most of the second floor is the library and relic room, if we want to be honest about it.
This is so exciting.
I'm sure it is.
Nalalia goes directly for the stairs.
Because library and
Almost.
relic room.
Exactly. Who cares about the other people up there? Stairs.
I try to hold her back and say, let me go first. Let's see if
Oh.
those other three are friendly or not. And I
Do
try
I
to
have
sneak up the stairs.
What's everyone's stealth at? Who has the least stealth?
I guess that would
Probably. Well, actually, no. It
No.
uses dexterity, so.
Yeah.
Stealth. My
have
stealth
a
score
score.
is... Mine is an 11. Ooh.
Okay. We should have the person with the least stealth roll to see what the party's stealth is.
Okay.
Well, I have just the
So
10
here's-
dex and no proficiency. So I guess I would be the loudest one, even with my chainmail. Disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, probably, so go ahead.
Probably roll it.
Yeah, stealth. There it is. And a 7. They can clearly hear me.
Oh yeah, you're going shing, shank, crinkle, crinkle, shing, shank, crinkle, crinkle.
They haven't noticed that yet. I'm also not so
Nalalia-
smart. That's
Nalalia, at the gesture of, we shouldn't go upstairs or whatever, and be cautious, she just Fine. Go ahead, but be quick.
And I walk up the stairs.
Alright.
And do I see anything? I look around.
Well, as you come to the top of the stairs, you do indeed see something. What you see are two. One of them is a dwarf. Another one is what looks like an elf. They're dressed in chainmail armor with sort of like a tunic over it with an emblem on it that you don't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
But well, you might recognize it. I don't know. We'll check that in a minute. But between them, you see a really tall red dragon dragonborn in full plate armor with a similar emblem.
Hello there.
Do I?
They already saw me, I guess, so...
Oh yeah, they know you're there. And they're staring at you with pretty intense stares.
And I'm staring at them with pretty instant stare back. So, hello there.
Alright, now.
Guys, they are here.
Alright, so I assume that means the rest of the
Guys,
party's
who's here? Yeah. Do I know the emblem?
Let's just go ahead and have everyone go ahead and roll, what would it
History?
be? History? Yeah, roll history to see if you know
History.
the emblem.
Ooh, history. Yay.
Failed again.
What?
20.
No. Grr.
Alright, so see,
And casting guidance on myself again.
okay, so based on who all got above 15 total.
Me.
Panamore.
Only one.
So
Me.
Panmorn and Vashton with thanks to guidance. So
I wasn't
No,
guidance.
guidance is
and
only
one was
me.
guidanced.
Yeah, if
oh,
we're not
okay,
doing something
okay,
by
okay.
myself, guidance is always cast on me and only cast on me.
Oh,
If
okay.
I'm not holding other concentration.
Okay. So, yeah. Surprisingly, Panmorn recognizes it as the emblem of the noble house of Tsar.
Why did I have to roll so low on my skill, darn it?
Maybe you just don't
Well,
pay that much
a
attention.
Dragonborn is wearing it, so I would know.
True.
What's Czar
All
again?
of them are.
Tsar is a noble house that happens to be under the rule of Dunmall. Like they're a noble house that operates in Dunmall. So yeah.
So I actually have no idea why I know it.
You've probably just heard about it in passing and maybe seen the emblem in places and just sort of asked questions about, like, what is this an emblem for? Oh, that's the House of Tsar. Oh, okay. So
What's Tsar?
you recognize it, but you don't really know what it means, other than who it belongs to and the details I've given.
Okay.
So
I say hey to the Dragonborn in Draconic.
he narrows his eyes at you and replies in Draconic, "Watch your tongue, little one. Do you know not of who you are talking to?"
Nope.
Vashton actually does have Draconic as his other language.
Other language.
That's
Cool.
How can we know who you are if we've never met you?
As does Noalia, so she understands this too.
So basically,
And I'm just looking dumbfolded. What are they talking about? What's going on? I'm
So-
really confused right now.
Alright, so the Dragonborn takes a step forward, hand on the hilt of his longsword at his side. Not like in preparation to draw it or anything, just like sort of a relaxed holding on it just in case he needs it. And he says,
I would
"You are speaking to Sir Char of Mander, Knight of the House of Tsar."
I say,
And that got the exact reaction I was hoping it would.
what the crap, man?
I did not come up with
Okay.
that. Thank the giants of the playground forums for that name.
Greetings, Sir Char. In whatever formal Draconic. I say very formally.
Okay. Alright. He seems a bit pleased by this, with you speaking formally and all that. But then his eyes turn to the rest of you and says, "So, answer me this. Why have you all come here? It strikes me this is a very secluded place. Very few should know where it even is."
Is he still talking Draconic?
No, at this point he's speaking in common.
Finally.
Followed the
That's
crow.
Just give me blunt and answer every question honestly.
Yes, I'm
Nalalia,
honorable.
Nalalia will still be speaking in Draconic and in a somewhat formal-ish fashion. She'll say, "We only seek information."
Is the crow with us? Out of character.
Yes,
Oh,
Akira is just sort of sitting
Akira.
on Nalalia's shoulder, but he hasn't said anything since you got to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Alright, so Char looks at you lot with a very skeptical eye for a minute before saying, "Well, if it's information you've come searching for, there is very little to be found. Most of what's here has already been reclaimed.
Reclaimed.
Reclaimed by
What a
who?
bummer.
As it rests, the information could prove invaluable in the hunt for particularly pertaining towards removing the need for sacrificing dragons. Most of the information has been confiscated and returned to the capital, and at present this area is being searched for more. So I will give you a choice. Either aid us in that search and relinquish everything you find to me, or leave this place immediately. There is no gray zone here."
Well, they're after the same thing we're going for, so I vote we help them.
I guess if we read the information, we have it too. So why not work together on this?
Why are? What would we get? Wait, no.
Wait.
I'm trying to figure out how she would word this, because Nalalia, in her own mind, is a tad bit egotistical. So she is not particularly keen on.
Etiquette?
Yeah, she doesn't know etiquette like at all. Even though she has high charisma, she's. I'm trying to figure out how she would respond to this. This is a tricky situation for her. I also kind of want to combat for dramatics, but anyway. Noelia will sigh and she'll be like, wait, the others in this room, was he, like, we're speaking to the Dragonborn, right?
Yes.
What was the other people around him? Or is he...
Dwarf and an elf.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
They're,
Right, what are they... What
they,
would they do?
they're just sort of standing there, observing you carefully, They seem to be subordinates based on their lack of full plate armor.
Okay. Noelia will sigh and say, are you willing to tell us what you know now, what you have found, in exchange for us telling you what we find later that may help you?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm sorry,
So
most of that
she's-
flew over my head.
So she's basically
Amazing.
asking to be taken into the loop. about
Like,
everything.
filled in on what they found.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. Anyways, Char just sort of raises an eyebrow before saying, "Put simply, we haven't actually analyzed it all that carefully yet. That's for the job of the wizards back in... What the hell's the name of the capital again? White Point. White Point.
The dwarf answers White Point.
Yes. Yeah, except what's the name of the capital again? Was out of character.
Yeah, I know. It just sounds.
Yeah, it sounds funny, I know. Which is the point of this show.
So, yeah. Nalalia says, "Alright. We will help you then."
We're all on the same side, right?
Yeah.
Nalalia is sort of, she's, and this is another Dragonborn and uh, elf and a dwarf. Nalia won't say anything. She just nods, basically.
Asking towards the, directing the question towards the crow who's perched on Nalalia's shoulder. Do you know where to begin to look for this information?
Akira sort of whispers back, well, if I knew what all they had, that would make that question a lot easier to answer. I guess we're just gonna have to look around.
Okay.
I don't have a good feeling about this, though. Something just feels off.
Indeed.
How did your horses get here?
Char lets out a chuckle and says, you noticed that, did you? Well, we did have a mage along.
Is he not here anymore?
That sounds very past tense for the mage.
He's not presently in our company. He's outside making sure things are safe. He must have missed you on your way in. I'll
Yeah,
have to...
you're sneaky.
Yeah, we were so sneaky with our 7 stealth.
Chainman and everything.
Yeah. It matters little. All you need to know is that he was able to levitate the horses in. They were getting hungry, and with the food in this valley, they needed some nutrition and rest. And plus, this
Okay.
valley is well sheltered. To leave them out in the open out on the outside of the valley would leave them open to potential threats of mountain goblins and other such nasty critters.
All right.
Now then,
So-
there's still much to get.
Where do we start looking?
If I were you, I'd look around on the first floor. We've been working our way from the top to the bottom. So head back downstairs and see what you can find. If you find anything of note, bring it back to me.
Okay. So we
I
are
guess.
not checking the
Yeah.
out of character. We are not checking the relic room or the library. We are checking the dining room for help.
Also, bear in mind the building is 4 floors tall. You noted that on the outside. I forgot to mention. So,
Okay.
and you're only on the 2nd floor right now. So
Alright. So, I guess everybody is returning to the stairs to head back down.
yeah,
Yeah.
it seems that way.
Noalia, as she does so, she sort of looks back to the Dragonborn and everything inside the other room. Do they appear to be focused on what's going on with them, or are they focused on what they're doing, or are they focused on us?
They're sort of focused on what they're doing now. They seem to have lost interest in you for the moment.
Okay. Noalia is going to see if she can't sneak upstairs.
As you begin to make your way over there, Akira sort of pecks you
what are you
gently
doing?
on. Akira pokes you with his beak gently on the air before saying, "Let me do that. Get me to an open window, and I can get up there."
Yeah.
Fine.
So we are
And
all
she just
downstairs.
Yeah, she comes back downstairs after. Basically, you guys wander downstairs, and she's sort of last to go, and you see that she doesn't come for a little bit, and then she comes down, and she goes straight for like a window.
Yep.
I don't even notice this.
All right.
I'm looking for secret information in the silverware drawers.
You find rusty, dirty, dusty spoons, and forks and knives, and the occasional spork.
Nice.
He was a wizard after all.
Yes, very sophisticated.
Yes. What does this do?
So
like a
Nanalia sets
fork.
Akira free.
Yep. Akira goes out of a window, I'm guessing,
Okay.
Probably.
and
I want to ask Akira something first,
Okay.
if I make it in time.
Sure.
Is there a secret room somewhere that they might not have found yet? Do you know anything
Probably.
about secret rooms?
Well, I know they were here. I just don't know where they were. The mage didn't tell me that much.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Ah,
he is
maybe I
mage.
thought
They
you saw
like their
something.
secrets.
Noelia actually stops Akira again as they starting to fly. Do you remember any point when the mage seemed to move from room to room in a fashion that was much too quick? Like he went from one of the rooms upstairs to one of the rooms downstairs, and you never saw him go to the steps. That kind of thing.
You mean like he teleported?
Or a secret she sort of looks at the... like, or perhaps a secret passage, as you were speaking of before.
Kara thinks around everything. I don't think there was anything quite like that, but maybe. I'll need to double check my memory banks for that.
What is he, a computer?
I don't know, I spoke wrong. I spoke ill. Forgive me.
Alright, so then we just let him fly up, then, I guess.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
I guess this means you're all going to have to make... What check would constitute just sort of looking around for stuff? Would that be
Perception.
Investigation.
Would
think
be
perception-
perception
Well,
or
no, perception-
investigation?
Perception or
will-
investigation?
So what happens is perception will tell us if anything is odd. Like you notice that the dimensions of the walls are wrong. Investigation would tell you if you investigated the walls that there's a secret passage.
Ah. Okay, so... But I mean, like, looking specific for, like, items and whatnot.
That can go either way.
perception.
Okay. Well, I guess just roll whichever is higher for each character, and I'll give each result individually, and then
I'm looking at the sporks.
Ooh, a 20.
Ooh, I'm also looking at the sporks.
Okay, so Penmorn and Vashton are looking at sporks with utter fascination. Nalalia is just sort of browsing around, but not really finding much. Tordek sort of looks underneath the ruins of the table and the chandelier, and you notice a sheet of parchment sort of stuck underneath the table, sort of roughed up,
Okay.
crunkled, like it was shoved under there quickly and haphazardly.
Try to carefully remove it and look at it,
All right,
so that it won't rip or anything happens to it.
all right. So, what do you need to make a check for that?
Depends on how much is on it.
It depends on, yeah.
It's covered by the remains of a table and a chandelier, so
I would make a
Guess I would
sleight of
just
hand.
yeah.
I would just
go,
get them out of the way, right?
and make a sleight of hand check just to make sure you don't damage the parchment.
Or
Oh, God.
it might be a strength check if he was lifting the chandelier off of it.
That could work too.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
I will take the strength check. Is it athletics or just strength?
I think that would. See, this is
Probably just strength.
probably yeah. That makes the most sense to me.
Because it's just
Yeah.
raw strength that's picking it up, not any kind of athleticism.
Okay. Oh,
Doesn't
I
matter.
have 25, but how did I get a 25?
plus
you have
bonus.
20.
It's
You rolled a net
I
20
have-
plus 5.
Yeah.
yeah, but how did I get a 5? No, the minus 3.
You're proficient in
-3.
strength checks.
Yeah.
So you get
As
a
a
proficiency
fighter.
Yeah.
bonus on top of that.
Yeah.
But the modifier must be. It
So-
also rolls
so you
with
have
a
a-
modifier.
Yeah, so you have a
It-
plus 3. Oh, that should be a 23. It doesn't matter. You rolled a natural 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens is that you rolled a strength save, not a strength check. And the difference is strength save, you added your saving proficiency on top.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I
I
don't
still
think
had
there's a
the
strength. I don't think there's a
natural
direct.
20.
Yeah, I don't think there's a direct strength check that's not a saving throw in this on this
Well,
character sheet. It doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Oh well. Whatever the case, you lift the table like it's and the chandelier like it's nothing, and just sort of move it off to the side, and there's the partner sort of drifting a little bit from the breeze that moving such heavy stuff invoked.
Mhm.
Sort of flipping around a bit.
And what do I see?
While retrieving it, it looks like it had some sort of. It looks like it was a letter of some type.
Uh-huh.
Looking further down, based on the way there's signatures at the bottom, it looks like it was actually a contract. The problem is that the whole thing has been smudged up and scratched out by ink already. You can't make out any of the words because pretty much all scribbled out.
Analia,
Uh,
come here, have a look at this. And I show it to her.
Do I hear that?
Hear what?
What's it called?
What's what called? I don't know what you're talking
Do I
about.
hear? Oh, sorry. Do I hear? Do I hear?
I'm not really whispering or anything. I just said, Natalia,
Okay,
come
so
here.
I hear.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I'll come as well.
Alright.
Okay, no,
And I hand
no,
over
he
the-
goes and takes a look at it.
Yeah, pretty much the same as what I described to the dwarf. It's all scribbled out. You can't really make out what any of it says.
Can you do some magic on it?
Let's see.
Don't think mending will help.
I don't have mending anyway.
Well, I do. Alright, let me check.
You
I
have
do.
mend my rope.
It's, if only I was like another level or two, then I totally could. But
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything that can like read it just yet.
Are there any unsmudged parts of it?
The closest part that you can, the only part you can find that's even remotely close to being unsmudged, you only recognize because it's spelt the same way as you imagined Char's name being spelt. So you basically see Char's name somewhere on the sheet of paper, or parchment, rather.
It's not in the signatures, or is it in the signatures? Like
It's not in the signatures. It's just one instance of it somewhere on the parchment in regular scrawled out format.
Well, why are we looking at this sheet of paper? This is obviously not what they're looking for.
Oh, I thought
That's
maybe
not-
it's some sort of clue. I didn't know what
not-
was written here.
Oh, it's smudged
Now,
up.
yeah. No, hang on. Let me double check that actual thing can do what I think it can do. And then Wally will know it about herself that it's coming, so I can be all crazy.
Crazy.
Because I am slightly weird like that as a character. What's that? Doot. Yes. Because it's vague enough in its description. Noalia will take the paper and she'll sort of fold it carefully and slip her into her bag, and she'll simply say, "I can't read it now, but I may later."
So I whisper back. So we won't show it to them?
Why? That's not what they're looking for. I don't even know why you kept it. I am naive enough that I can lie to them convincingly because I truly believe what I say.
No? Maybe over there in the other room is something interesting. Go look. And I try to get you to go to the Here, there. Go fetch.
It's like a little dog. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like a big
At
scaly
At this
dog
point, it
in
reminds me of
personality.
a dog.
Noalia actually sort of chuckles at that almost, and she's like, if it has Char's name on it, and it is all smudged, it is something speaking of him. And if it was already here, and as our Dragonborn friend mentioned, it's not what they're looking for currently, because they left it here. I'm keeping it because it'll give us information about them, if nothing else. Once I can read it.
Table. So maybe they just didn't find it.
If you recall, I mentioned that it was under the table, sort of scrunched up, like someone hastily buried it underneath the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wouldn't
And-
do that.
Did the scribbling out look recent?
Yes.
If only I was like, what is it, 1 level? Is that all I need? 1 level? Come on.
For what?
Aren't we there yet?
Comprehend languages?
No, not comprehend languages. I think it is entirely, it's entirely 1 level. 1. Just 1 level. I get access to warlock invocations.
Oh,
I get my first set of invocations, and one of the invocations that I'm totally picking up, that it totally makes sense for my character, Eyes of the Rune Keeper. And it has 1 simple sentence description.
Yeah.
You can read all writing, period.
That is such. Okay, it works for your character, but
Yeah.
it is such a waste of invocation.
It is,
Are
but it
you
works for
kidding?
her.
On Warlocks,
Yeah, but-
I always take Eyes of the Runekeeper and Devil's Own Sight.
Uh, I always take the blasts and the look in the darkness one.
Right, but you're Eldritch Blasty, so and she's not.
I
So.
love Eldritch Blast. It's true damage, basically. Force damage is. Anyways, do I find anything in the? I've been shunned to.
In the room you've been shunned to, you find a chamber pot.
Yes. That must be the bathroom.
Yes, you are correct. This is the bathroom you've been sent to.
I
totally knew that.
There isn't another sheet of paper in the chamber pot, is there?
No, but there is a very foul odor that's very stale.
Okay, I leave.
All right, so as you leave the lavatory room, you all hear sort of like a pecking on the window not far off.
Did we ever close
No,
the
we
window?
go straight to it.
All right. Yeah, this is a different window from the one you let Akara out of.
Okay.
You bird could just fly in, but no. And I walk up to the window
All right, so
and, of course, let him in.
yep. So Akara comes in and looking a little flustered, looks up at you all and says, "I think we have a problem."
What?
Well, heading up to the fourth floor, which is essentially the attic, and something of a storage area, I found very, very fresh corpses, like less than an hour old.
Was it the wizard?
Some of it looked to have been a fire, but that did them in, but the rest of them were killed off by weapons. It looked like crushing wounds, slash wounds.
But do you
many
know
dead?
them?
Char might be in trouble.
No, I did not know them.
We should warn Char. They might be in trouble.
Or maybe Char was the one who caused the death of those people.
How many did you see?
Like 6?
And they were all upstairs.
All on the top floor. And there was also, from the third floor, which I scouted out very briefly, there were some blood smears that led up to the fourth floor. Which implies that they were dragged.
Of
Okay.
course.
Out of character, did I notice what weapon they were wearing? I know that the big dragonborn had a sword, but the other two, the elf and the dwarf?
The elf carried a sword, and the dwarf carried a morning star.
Okay.
The swords might be
Any
shaded.
shields? Did they have shields or anything?
Yes, they had shields.
Okay.
The what is the mansion made out of? Primarily wood or stone?
Wood and stone. Like wood
And
floorboards, but stone walls.
Okay, guys, how do we go with that? Do we confront them about the dead bodies? Do we ambush them and just try to knock them out?
Wait,
Or
but
if they check from top to bottom, they would have certainly found the dead bodies, and they are not.
yeah. Oh yeah. Didn't think about that.
So they must clearly be the culprits to the death of those, or I don't know.
We should. We
You have a
should.
better explanation?
We should ask them
And I
about
missed.
it.
Yeah, and give them the opportunity to attack us first. What do you guys think? Can we take them? We are 4, they are 3.
Yeah.
They're heavily
Did,
armored. We might
did
want to
you-
catch them one at a
Sucker
time.
punch one of them. Try to knock
Did-
them out.
Nalalia, what is it? I'm going to use some of my stuff, darn it. And it's going to be fun.
I like how you're adamant. It's like, it's going to be fun!
Once I find it.
I am
Okay.
so deciding. Okay, I got it. Let's go confront
All right.
them. I'm going to go confront them.
Wait.
Noalia like holds out her hand and she's like, "Wait,
What?
we don't need to confront them. We can make
But
them
if they-
come to us.
But if they killed that,
We can
so
make
we're gonna lie to them?
They lied to
Noalia
us
just
as
sort
well.
of Noalia just sort of smiles, and she goes to like the part of the house. You said that the library was like, or the second floor where the library and room was like the entire second floor.
More or less, like it's
Well, you
basically
do
split into like
anything.
2 floors up there.
So the floorboards are made of wood. What about the ceilings?
Ceilings are made of the same basic material, yeah, with plenty of support beams and struts and all that.
All right,
Before
Noalia
anything
will
else,
What are
walk.
the support beams made out of?
Wait.
Still wood.
What?
Okay.
I want to ask Akara. Akara, did you see the mage they were talking about? Another person. He was supposed to be somewhere out looking.
Akira thinks for a moment before saying, "Well, I did see someone with a book sticking out of his pouch, but I don't know if he was a mage or not.
Uh-huh.
Where was he?
Where was he?
He was with the rest of the corpses, sort of leaning against a crate.
Uh-huh.
Was he alive?
And
Was he
he was
killed?
alive?
No.
Okay.
Okay,
So they killed their own mate.
Noalia will walk towards the towards the middle of the room. Like she's trying to gauge what would be close to like just below the area where she saw the dragonborn from
How
before.
important
I
are these?
Pull out my shield and a hand axe. A
How
throwing axe.
important are these? What's it called?
Tomes.
Are these tomes? Yeah.
And who are you asking that, Akira?
Okay.
Akira sort of gives the cruel kind of a shrug before saying, "I wasn't here for the last 15 years. How would I know? I know that some of it was relatively important, but I don't know how much all of the recent stuff was."
It's all important.
1 second. I'm going to roll insight.
Or
Burning down the building would be a poor choice.
Darn it! I wanted to do that so much.
and Nalia will stand pretty close to what she thinks is close enough to like just below where all the others are. Oh wait, no. It doesn't.
Insight check.
Darn. Why does it have that one little word here? Okay. We need to trying to get them alone would prove useful, or at the very least get them away from the Dragonborn,
Hmm.
because he looks like the more
Or
powerful
like
one of the
want
three.
us alone.
Yes. Now,
Do you think we can 4v? We could take him on with even the 4 of us, and he doesn't have backup.
Yeah, I think so.
it's possible. If someone could distract them, and I could get up there without them noticing, I might be able to separate them.
That could be difficult.
Are doors fireproof?
I love
Certainly
that question.
Not.
Are
So if you're trying
elves
to burn down the
fireproof?
building- Not that I know of.
I suspect elves are flammable.
Okay, well, Dragonborn are semi-fireproof. We're on the first floor, so we have the exit.
Yeah, but if you try to burn down the building, tell me in advance so I can get the hell out of here. Or at least have a route of escape or something. I don't want to burn to death.
Well, what do you say,
If you-
Nanalia?
If you want to focus flame,
I wouldn't do that. But
How far
I-
apart are the support beams?
Relatively far apart, like they're spaced sparingly, but they're spaced sparingly.
Noalia looks to Patamore, and she's like, you are a Dragonborn yourself. Perhaps you can go up there, and you're also naive, and they know that.
Telling
What?
him that.
She sort of like gestures towards the stairs, and she's pushing Patamore in front of her. Don't run the stairs. Let's go up. I'll be right here with you.
Okay.
Why am I going up?
I just
I thought they killed people. I don't want to be killed.
You won't be.
can
Trust
I
me.
hide
You won't.
somewhere when they come downstairs that the people who come
Trust,
downstairs won't see me immediately?
How much do I trust her?
That is up to you, my good sir.
Well, it's up to her. Like, is she lying?
She isn't. She's not lying. Not really.
Okay.
Not exactly.
She's
Not exactly.
okay. So I get the feeling that
Not
she's
exactly.
not exactly lying. Okay, I go up. What am I supposed to say?
Just go up, get their attention, keep them looking at you.
Okay.
Try to appear. Interested.
Okay. I walk up the stairs.
And Nalalia tries to like hide or something so that they can't see her. Is there any way that I can do like stealth but with like advantage because Dragonborn or something?
You can
Only
stealth,
halflings
but
can
yeah, you can
be-
stealth, but no advantage under these circumstances.
Darn. Because I can't stealth. Okay, so hopefully I
You
don't like
guys-
botch this entirely.
Whoops.
Yeah.
actually
Boston
in
will
front of
also
me?
follow and stealth.
Well, Voshton's pretty stealthy. Nalalia's just more like,
She's trying to hide in front of me.
yeah, pretty much, or something. All right, so
As smart as she may be.
all right, that's here.
Okay.
What do they say when we go upstairs?
When you come up the stairs, the Char looks towards you. One of the other subordinates, the elf, seems to be in a different room. Char looks up and says, "Found something already?"
Oh, okay. You guys are gonna hate me for this.
We probably are.
Oh, I saved. Not going to mention the dead bodies upstairs.
Good job. Good job.
Good job. Okay, so no, I'm
We-
going to roll insight and see if I can sort of discern from looking at them if there's any sort of like crap.
He's dragonborn.
He's a dragonborn.
Oh man.
We didn't find anything downstairs. Is there any other place that you want us to look?
We've already cleared out the third and fourth floors. If there's nothing downstairs, then you should probably just be on your way.
Darn.
I'm going to perception to see about confirming my suspicions and try to see if there's any blood on any of them.
Wow. All right. On the dwarf. Let's see here. On the dwarf, it's almost unnoticeable, but you're just barely able to pick out basically some blood on his gauntlet. Looks like you tried to clean it up, but it didn't quite leave.
We'll be on our way then. Thank you. We're sorry we couldn't be of more help. We really want to help stop the sacrifice of dragons. If there's anything else you need, feel free to tell us.
What can I say? I want to use it because it would be cool, but I can't figure out what I should say. Because I have a handy little. I could do like some sort of intimidate-ish sort of something to try to entice them to fight each other, because I can talk telepathically. And I can. It says they don't have to be able to understand my.
You have to be
Messages.
within 30 feet, though.
Right. I have to be within 30 feet and be able to see them.
Yeah.
but I was going to try to do something with that, but I don't know precisely what would be best to do with that.
I'd make a suggestion, but I won't.
Yeah, don't.
Of course you will.
I can't make a suggestion either because I don't know Warlock a bit. Well, I do, but Panwarn doesn't know Warlock abilities.
Okay, since I've
So,
been waiting a while downstairs, I will just come up and see what's going on upstairs.
I think we should leave.
So,
Or they said that they didn't need us for anything else, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's best if we leave.
Nawalia dejectedly just goes back downstairs.
Yeah, we're all going
just
downstairs.
leave. I follow them.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I
well,
concealed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the shadow.
So what happened up
I'm
there,
gonna-
guys?
Nawalia, she goes to like the wall that leads into like the hallway for the
Remain in the room concealed and just kind of watch what they do.
Okay, Vashton, I got that last part.
Nawalia, she like walks to like the corner or whatever. She's just on the edge of the hallway leading into the main room or whatever, and she just like slams her hand against the wall, and she's like, "Damn! If I had, if I knew anything about them, I could entice them to fight each other."
Huh.
Huh. Do
Interesting.
we notice Vashton is missing?
It's pretty clear that he
Probably.
stayed upstairs, yeah, so you know. You're aware.
Okay. So, guess we're waiting for him to come down.
So back up with Vashton. Let's see here. The Dragonborn is for the most part remaining quiet and is just picking up the last couple of things from around the room and stuffing them into a sack at his belt. Did I say it was the elf who left the room?
Yeah.
Okay. The elf comes back in with his own sack a bit more full than it was before. And they look between each other and Char says, "So, do we think this is enough?" And the dwarf says, "I think so. We should probably get to move on." And at that point, they sort of start to make their way for the stairs.
Alright. I sneak my way back down. Oh wait, am I concealed in the room or am I concealed like at the edge of the stairs?
You're concealed in the room.
Okay.
That's sort of what I had in my head.
Does it seem like if they walk past where I am to go down the stairs, they'll see me?
What?
So are they going down the stairs?
Yes, they are going down the stairs.
Yeah. So where I'm hidden right now, they're going to walk. Are they going to walk like right past me? Am I?
They're a little ways deeper in the room than that, and the stairs are sort of off to your left by a little way. So, and they're heading basically beelining for the stairs. So they're not necessarily going to see you if you just stay still.
All right. For now, I'm going to stay still.
All right.
I'm admiring the paintings. I enjoy art.
Okay.
I
Alright,
put
so-
my shield back and my hand axe, and
Come admire
Okay,
the
so-
paintings with me.
look at the painting.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I just nod.
Okay.
Nawalia, she like goes to show that she's trying to
Oh.
like search around or something.
We're looking at the painting closest to the door.
Like the exit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
closest to the exit of the mansion.
All right. So, all right. And what exactly is your purpose in doing that? Just waiting for the Dragonborn and his folks to show up?
Basically, yes.
Well, we said we were going to leave, and it looks suspicious if we're just standing there, so we're admiring the painting.
Ah.
Or that's my purpose. Panmore just likes paintings.
Okay.
And I think he just likes paintings, and I'm looking at.
Okay.
Paintings are nice.
It's a nice painting.
All right. So yeah, the Dragonborn and his folks are now heading down the stairs. What is Vashton doing?
Okay. the instant they are partway down the stairs, I'm going to see if I can find a window on the second floor that overlooks where I left the untied horses.
Okay.
Can I find one? Or
Sure, yeah, you find one pretty easily.
alright, so now I'm going to finally use a first level spell,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. And I'm going to talk to the horses.
Alright.
And I'm going to ask them very politely to run to where the lead horse was just meandering around. And to stay there and not go anywhere else.
So basically out to where out in the field.
Yeah. I'm asking their horses to run away and then disobey commands if they get to them.
Alright. Is there any particular roll you need to make for that?
Animal handling.
Yes.
I can't decide if it's animal handling or a persuasion with, like, diplomacy.
Well, either one is.
So the text of Speak with Animals is, you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Knowledge and awareness of the beast is limited by their intelligence, but they can give me information about nearby locations, monsters, whatever they can perceive. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you, at the DM's discretion.
Oh, so it's up to you.
Alright, well. Alright, well, okay, I suppose that they're a bit hesitant, but they take off after you hound them for a bit. You politely hound them for a bit.
Yep.
So they run
All
off. And back downstairs, the Dragonborn and his two compadres sort of step out into the main room, looking like, "You're still here. I was expecting you to be gone by now."
Where
Well, thought maybe we could find
these
something
paintings
else.
are old. It seems a shame to let them rot here.
Take them with you if you wish. We have what we came here for.
Okay.
Cool.
I start taking the paintings off the wall, I guess.
I help.
They're big paintings, so go ahead.
That's why I help him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Yeah. Alright, so...
I don't know that Botch.
So
I
do they
would
just...
burn down the mansion before they came down, but Vashtin's still on the second floor. Cough, cough.
Okay.
So do they just
So-
leave us there, or do they try to get us out of the mansion?
They...
Well, taking down the paintings would be a really tedious job, so unless they're
Yeah.
helping or waiting for an hour.
Actually, hold
And
up
we
a
are
second.
really
Hold up a second.
clumsy.
Hold up. I need to roll something here. See here.
Do they believe us?
Okay, good.
They believe us.
Well, Panmore really likes the paintings.
Yeah, that's not what I was rolling for. Actually, come to think, I need to roll that 2 more times. Exactly.
They
same.
all do.
Man, those henchmen, they're so in
Yeah.
tune with each other.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Alright.
the dwarf comes to a stop, takes a glance towards the center of the room, is like, huh, weird. Char comes to a stop and just looking, is like, what's weird? The dwarf sort of shakes his head, like, nothing of note, let's just go. Something moved, I thought.
Oh yeah, the table and stuff.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
No, I'm just...
What's weird?
Nalia, she... Okay. She's egotistical. I'm going to rationalize this. She's egotistical, and she wants the information that they already have, that they are leaving the place with, potentially, in her mind. So, and they said, and they were like going to be leaving. Is the doorway open? Like, I guess it probably is.
It's a jar from where you last left it, yeah.
from like where their horses are or whatever, or where their horses were.
The horses are still
Um,
outside. The horses were outside the gate, so of the
Okay.
outer wall. So
Oh man, they were
so-
outside the outer wall, so I'm just poking my head out the second floor, whinnying loudly.
Do something, horses. Do something.
Nobody else realizes this.
All right, so
I
Nalalia,
thought it was the horse outside.
she um mm, I don't know enough about them to make it make sense or make it effective, but basically Nalalia will she'll shoot like a telepathic message with her awakened mind thing towards the towards towards the Dragonborn, or no, not the Dragonborn, elf.
okay.
She shoots it towards the elf, and she she changes her voice in the telepathic message so it doesn't sound like her, and she basically says he's hiding something
Okay.
at the point when the dwarf says nothing of note.
All right. And do you need to make any rolls to see if he is convinced of that?
Probably a generic like either
Persuasion.
persuasion or something.
No, performance. You're not
Deception,
persuading
maybe,
them of
or
anything.
performance? I don't
Yeah,
know.
performance.
Deception would work.
Deception. Okay.
I'm not performing anything. It's deception more than anything else.
All right.
Yeah.
Please be good.
Ah, crit fail.
Yay!
Wow.
Okay. So
Sorry.
This is what this show's all about. Right there it is.
So instead of saying he's hiding something, instead what comes out of your mouth is I'm a ghost.
You're actually saying it. You're not using a weapon.
Pretty much, you telepathically say it into the person's head, but you accidentally say it out loud too. Just I'm a ghost. And
I turn
Char
around and look
stops, and Char stops again, looks at you and goes, "What?"
What? I do that too. No, you're not.
Guys,
We
I told
just
you to
need
stop
to
that.
roll with it.
Guys, I told you to stop that. I'm scared of ghosts. Don't scare me.
What?
Nalalia
The elf is
Trying
sort of
to cover
looking
for you.
confused now, like, okay, why was that in my head too?
Your roll
you
was
heard it?
so bad it actually worked out in our favor.
This is why the show is called Critical Botch, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I think we need to play this off like we're the spirits of the people they murdered.
You
how
think?
close am I to the, how close am I to the others?
Like the whole party?
Or to like the three people?
Which three people? The Dragonborn and his
Like,
subordinates?
okay. How close am I to like the
The Dragonborn and his subordinates?
no, I don't want to hit him with a spell to like initiate combat.
So the rest of the group then.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do. Or
How far away am I from the
okay, so Nalalia
from
is
the
just gonna kinda
Dragonborn and the
slink back.
people?
Nalala's gonna what?
She's gonna slink back. She doesn't know why she said that.
What was that? And on the same vein, I cast Thaumaturgy.
Oh, what you doing?
I can create ominous whispers with Thaumaturgy. And I'm going to create it from upstairs.
Okay.
And then that's all I'm going to do.
Alright.
Per se.
Then I'm going to continue obliviously talking to Nalilia. What was that? Nalilia,
Yeah.
you're not a ghost.
Yeah.
There are now ominous whispers from upstairs.
Alright. Alright, the Dragonborn tilts his head up and is like, what is that?
I don't know.
He snaps his fingers, points at his dwarf subordinate and says, go check it out.
Don't don't listen to her. She just says, I don't know. Why did you say you're a ghost?
Don't know. I panicked.
Do you say that out loud?
No. I say that in his head.
I don't know. I panicked.
You
In whose
hear
head?
Nalalia's voice in your head go, I don't know, I panicked.
I'm a ghost. I love it. I love it.
And it still worked.
Somehow. Like, you failed what you were trying to do, but somehow it still worked out in your favor.
We don't need 20s. The one works the same.
Yeah.
All right. So the dwarf subordinate sort of reluctantly heads back up the stairs. And what is Voshton doing right now?
So, after convincing the horses to go off and away, he was going to head up to the floor with all of the corpses on it.
All right. And then this time you've gotten up there. And, oh, yeah, there's corpses up here. They are already starting to smell bad, but they are pretty fresh.